We've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Jacksonville.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Going to the air right away, Lawrence.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. But to throw again is Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Coming up.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down to the 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris, 41 yards. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 42 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Micah Hyde. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
They run it again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Again, it's Lawrence. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 3rd down, Lawrence out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Lawrence going to throw again. Oh, Ingram, he's got it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. First half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Johnson will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. Now Hardy on the return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 47 yards rushing for. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Now Hardy on the return, taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1. Taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well,